Alright. Oliver's, settle down. I know saying me is a thrill in its own right, but please, do try to contain yourselves. After all, this is the last stop before WrestleCade, and I refuse to let tonight fall short of the excellence I expect from the Uprising. Now, as your Uprising General Manager, it is only fitting that I am the one to unveil something truly historic. Something we have never done before. Tonight, the first ever Uprising Games of the Galaxy Summit will take place right here, right now. Uprising has been blazing hotter than ever, and tonight they look to stake their claim to that briefcase and face each other despite some of their over-the-top egos or questionable fashion choices. So now, without further ado, allow me to introduce the field for the 2025 Uprising Games of the Galaxy match. And try to keep up. The vampire herself, Heather Ray, Carter Ronaldo, Eve Heron, Christy, Amber Gage, and Carolyn Baker. Look at them. 6 women desperate to claw their way into history. History that I am graciously allowing them a chance to be a part of. Ladies, savor this moment, because under my leadership, you are standing on the cusp of greatness. Now, the floor is yours. Try not to embarrass yourselves.
Well, Kama Sutra, I just want to personally thank you for putting this all together for me. Wait, not for me, Carter, and Christy. The kindness in your heart goes above and beyond. Thank you. But I'm not going to sit and brag and boast, so I'll get the show on the road. I'll start off with Carter and Christy, my 2 closest friends. Amazing, talented women, and nothing but nice things to say about you two. And then we get to the unfortunate in this matchup. Who should I start with? The 3 Stooges. Amber Gage. Nothing to say about you. I mean, I could say a lot of rude things, but this isn't what this is, so to say the least, you couldn't be trusted if it were your name.
Girl, boo, because you would know.
And then we get over to Heather Ray. I don't even know why you're in this match. You couldn't even beat Amber Gage.
She definitely fucked that one.
And then Eve. Well, I'll say what everyone's thinking. You should be locked away. You should be locked up, not in a match.
Lock it.
You know, I can go on for days and days and days, but I'm going to give everybody else a chance to talk. But what I will say is I noticed the mind games being played the last couple of weeks. And to say the least, you can't play my own games on me. I didn't have to do tactics. Y'all want to know why? Because I'm already rent-free in y'all's thick skull.
Oh my God, are you done yet, Carolyn? My ears are actually bleeding, and I think it's starting to get to Heather's head. She's breathing a little too heavy. You know, Carolyn, for someone who couldn't even beat Eden, you sure do have a lot to say going into a match with 5 other women. And let's be real here for a second. None of you women have what it takes to win that briefcase. Gold-blooded is more powerful and stronger than ever. And not only are we taking over both locker rooms, we're taking over the whole damn company. So like I said, when the lights shine the brightest, it'll be me standing tall with that briefcase. So let's just go ahead and end it right here. I mean, I've beaten Heather, crushed Carter's Rumble dreams, and as for the other three, I think it's safe to say they're the least of my worries.
Amber Gage. Enjoy it. Savor every replay, every headline, every second of that fluke. Because that one win over me, it's the best and most relevant thing that'll ever happen to you, Amber, and we all know it. Now you woke something up in me you can't control. You wanted the spotlight? Congratulations, you've got it. But now, the devil's watching. And I don't just want your blood anymore, I want your soul. I want to take away everything that makes you happy. Last year, I touched it. I had it. My fingertips brushed that briefcase, and for one single second, it was mine. And then, it slipped away. Stolen. Ripped from me by Kelly Kells, who didn't even deserve to breathe the same air, let alone climb that ladder and take what's mine. But this year, I'm not walking into WrestleCade just to climb a ladder. I'm walking in to finish what I started last year, to take the Games of Galaxy briefcase that should have been mine all along. As for the rest of you, let's just start with Carolyn Baker. You just had your big opportunity at the Rumble, and guess what? You blew it. So how about you step back, Munchkin? Christy, your fleeting moments won't survive me. You peaked already. Just accept it. Carter, cute rookie, I guess, but you're standing in the wrong line. And Eve, my precious, precious Eve. Even friendship dies when we step into the ring. Every woman here is for herself. So line up. Feel the hunger, the history I'm about to carve. I'm not just claiming a briefcase this year. I'm taking what's mine in all of your blood.
Oh, Heather, I'm glad you're having a little trip down memory lane, but this is a new year, a new match, and most importantly, a new set of contenders. You may have gotten lucky to climb the ladder and get your fingertips on the briefcase, but that's not going to be the case this time. I mean, let's be honest. I've been on fire since my first appearance, and my win and loss ratio speaks for itself. As I look around, I see a lot of women with potential, but they lack star quality that I exude effortlessly. Lynn and Christy excluded, of course, because we're all just good. Sisterhood, right? Also, I see Amber wants to hold on to her biggest accomplishment yet, which is eliminating me at Rumble in the Jungle. But we all know she's not ready for a briefcase, a contract that leaves her with so much power. She's not ready. And that elimination, by the way, that was a fluke.
I still eliminated you,
and
darling.
how could I forget Eve and Heather? Weren't they like cosplay as like Nightcrawler vampires, question mark? Well, either way, just take it to Comic Con. I stunned Game. I mean, are you kidding me?
Ooh, my turn! It's time for little old Evie to school you kiddos. Let's start with the one who said I should be locked up. You must think you're funny, huh? You know what's really funny? The way you lost the biggest match of your career at Rumble in the Jungle. The unbreakable lady tossed you around like a sack of potatoes. Pure comedy if you ask me. Then there's the other evil twerp, Carter Fartnado. Stinks to be stuck in Lynn's shadow, doesn't it? The only thing you're good at cosplaying is thinking you'll ever be world champ. Amber Gage. Oh, Amber. The girl who backstabbed her closest ally and sold her soul to Gold-Blooded. Actually, let me rephrase that. The girl who ditched her friend for a man who tossed her aside the second she's no longer useful. And then we have the head wuss in charge, Christy. All you do is yap, yap, yap. Then hide behind your bodyguard when it's time to step up like the scaredy cat you are. And finally, Heather. I'm not gonna lie. At first what you said kinda stung. But I'm also proud of you. You're doing exactly what I taught you. and that's to embrace the monster that you are. You're right. Every woman for herself. That's exactly why when I climb that ladder, that briefcase is all mine. And anyone who thinks about stopping me, well, they're about to find out why they call me crazy.
But I want to address Eve because she's so funny with her little jokes and giggles. I don't know if you're familiar with me, although you should be. I'm Carter, the greatest of all time, Bernardo. I always hear the shadow being brought up when it comes to me and Lynn. But I've never been in the shadow when I'm always in the forefront. My name shines bright in a room full of darkness. I don't know what mental institution discharged you, Eve, but I'll have you sitting back in those four corners, boof, just like that. And for everyone else that's just yapping, I don't know why we're doing this, especially when we all know that one of Devious is bringing home that briefcase.
Oh my gosh, can you all just shut the hell up? This is absolutely uncanny, acting like a bunch of wild animals. But I'm not surprised, especially looking at the layout of this women's ladder match. It's actually quite embarrassing to be me in this situation, but fulfilling for some of you, because you get to be in the ring with the head diva. I am happy that I get to be a part of this with one of my favorite people in the world. Lynn, may the best woman win. Also, Carter, I will see you there, and I wish you the best. As for you other three bitches, let me tell you something. Amber, you don't have to worry about me, the same way you didn't worry about wearing that crooked, terribly dyed wig you have on tonight. When are you going to get out of those Party City wigs? You're nothing, sweetie. And cold-blooded, red-blooded, whatever the hell the name is of that cult, it still couldn't make you relevant. And we all know what you did to get your spot in there. You whore. Then you have Dracula. I don't know how you haven't been charged with attempted murder yet. Putting those decaying teeth on people. Sweetie, you aren't a vampire. You just have really bad teeth and you're a cannibal. You're a joke. And to that last psycho, I'm calling the cops on you if you do anything too crazy. I can't wait to knock you and them buns silly. Hopefully that can make your childish ass a little sane. Either way, this is my first time being a part of something like this. I deserve this accomplishment. I deserve to be at the top, and this briefcase will only help further my ambitions of doing just that. So bicker all you want, but just know, the HDIC always gets what she wants.
Everyone loves to talk about how I lost to Eden, but let me ask the question. How about y'all try it all? In fact, where were all of y'all when the opportunity came around to face her? Oh, right. Eve, you're too busy acting your shoe size, rather your age. And well, Heather, I guess vampires really can't have a shadow when they're stuck in someone else's. Isn't that right, Gage? And Gage, I'm glad I came to you. Because you talk about me losing to Eden, but last time I checked, you lost at Carnage. And that sent you scattering looking for a partner. And well, that didn't help the case. Because you changed the scenery, but not the situation. And you turned on her. And you lost that too. And what did that do?
Just clock it,
Oh,
Dusty,
right.
clock it.
That sent you to team with a group of men to reassure you. But see, the difference between me and you, Amber, is when I lose, I don't need to find new friends. I don't need to go to men for reassurance. That's the difference between me and you. So yeah, I lost. But when you're the woman to beat, people are going to remind you about that. But hey, I digress.
Oh, Lynn, sweetheart, please do us all a favor and shut the hell up. You did all that just to prove you're still spiraling. I mean, you talk about keeping your eye on the prize, but isn't that the same eye that couldn't even see your engagement falling apart right in front of you? You couldn't seal that deal either. So no wonder you keep fumbling when the lights get bright. Commitment, championships, girl, every time it matters, you crumble like a cookie, and it's kind of sad. But let's not pretend this is just about you, Lynn, as much as we all know you wish it was. And Heather, my little goth mosquito, you call yourself a vampire, but the only thing you've ever sucked is the momentum out of your career and the life out of any room you step foot in. You're not living in anyone's shadow, babe. So spare us with that BS. You are the shadow. No substance, just looks and disappointment. And Carter, you talk a lot about star quality while name dropping every other woman in the match like you're hosting a talent show. If you're the star, then why does your spotlight burn out the second I walk into the room? Why did your momentum magically vanish the moment I got my hands on you back at the Rumble? Right. And Eve, you're cute. You literally just got here. You're the least of my worries. You're too busy gnawing on walls and whispering to imaginary friends to realize Heather is only keeping you around because you make her look stable by comparison. She doesn't care for you truly. She only cares about herself and how many titles she can grab. And let's be honest, that clearly isn't working out in her favor. But I mean, Psycho's travel impacts, I guess. And Christy, bless your heart. You're like the little participation trophy that somehow learned to talk. All that mess you just said went in one ear and out the other. Had diva in charge? More like had diva and laughed. Last place looks so good on you. Now back to you, Lynn. Keep deflecting, keep painting yourself as the woman to beat when the only thing you beat consistently is expectations, straight into the ground. You say people remind you of your losses because you're the woman to beat. No, baby. They remind you because losing is the only thing you never fail at.
All this talk just to fail. Ha! You girls are hilarious. Come, WrestleCade. We all will see who the best woman is. So keep bickering, but I've had enough of hearing it. I will see you girls on the grandest stage of them all. And I bet you all, this head diva, will be walking out of that stadium as the diva of the galaxy. Ugh, that has such a good ring to it.
Shut up, Christy! You all want to call me a shadow, huh? Say it again real slow. Because
Shadow.
that's the last lie you're ever gonna feel comfortable saying. A shadow is quiet. A shadow follows. I don't follow anyone. I hunt. At WrestleCade, there's no hiding. There's no running. There's no safety in the crowd screaming your name. There's just you peasants, more vulnerable than ever. And the moment you realize, you already made yourself prey. I'm not standing behind anyone's legacy. I'm standing over bodies.
I'm standing over bodies. Shut up.
Ladies, that's enough. I've heard enough. The tension boiling between you ladies is enough to boil the roof off this building. This animosity you've all been carrying around for each other for the last few weeks will hopefully come to an end come WrestleCade. And hopefully give the rest of the locker room some peace and quiet. So good luck in your ladder match, ladies. And may the best woman win.
Black King Moss. Bitch, I'm a boss. More wise up and you're more Lacoste. Who's gonna cost? I'll boycott the sauce. I'd rather spend my